Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and today I have decided that we are going to do an Overwatch 2 Season 7 tier list. If you are curious about any specific character, I'll try to put the timestamps down below, and also I put them in alphabetical order just so we don't go too focus too heavy on one thing. And I'll try to give I've been playing the game about 7 years now, so I have a pretty good idea on how they are right now. So, and I'll try and give a small description. You know, I'm not going to go too crazy because I'm not like an analytical type of guy, but I'll give a small description. So, Ana is an easy S tier right now. She is the most picked character in this game, and for a reason. Her kit is amazing. Her survivability is amazing. Her sleep darts, her nades, her ult nano, you can give that to so many people and it will just demolish the whole other team. She is amazing right now. And she does quite a bit of damage on her own. Like, she does like 80, around 80. So yeah, she's very good. Ashe, I've gotta go B on Ashe overall. Like, she did just get a buff. Actually, she did just get a buff. I'll leave her top. I'll try to put them in order too. She did just get a buff that decreased her reload time by 20%. So that might be huge. But higher ranks, you don't see much Ashe because the other hit scans are just usually better, and most hit scans are very counterable in this game. Not most, all hit scans are counterable in this game very easily too. So yeah, Ashe and Bob. In lower ranks, Bob's amazing, but higher ranks, if you have an Ana, you can just sleep Bob, and it's over. Boom, there's her ult gone. She does do her damage output is good. I like her in B though, because you have to at least be semi good at aiming. Baptiste is an easy S tier. I think he was the most picked in the league this year, and it's for a good reason. He's the only character that can make people immortal with just well, no, Kiriko can too. We'll get to her though. But his is better. The immortality field is just crazy. His other ability, just healing and a radius, isn't too crazy, but his ult is pretty good, and his gun, he's probably one of the most actually he might be the most damaging DPS right now. So very, very easily S tier. Bastion, same thing, S tier. I think the most picked DPS in the league this year, for a good reason. He can just counter so much stuff right now. He's not very counterable, so he's easily S tier for me. His ult isn't anything too crazy, but you don't pick him for his ult. You pick him for just how good he is. Brig, with the newest buff, I am gonna have to put her A tier. She is very. I mean, let me go ahead and get this out of the way, as you can tell what's going on. Supports are very good right now. So most supports, you won't see many below A, probably only a couple. But Brig, her healing output is pretty good. She has her own mini shield, so she can have very good survivability. And her ult is pretty good now too. Don't get me wrong, she's nowhere close to what she used to be, but that's good. That's a good thing. But she's still very good right now. Moving on. Cass just got a pretty big buff, but it only helps him. Cass I'll also put in B tier. They're very similar. Same thing with his ult. Their ults are similar. It can be easily once you get higher ranks, they can just get countered. They do similar damage. Yeah, I like him in B. They're very similar. Doomfist, I gotta go B on this one. If you're B's gonna be just decent characters, or characters that you have to either be good or bad at. Or you have to be good at to be good, or bad, you know? He's just he's the middle of the row. A good Doomfist can clear out the whole roster, but a bad Doomfist just gets cleared out by the whole roster. That's all I'm gonna say. D.va, S tier. Eh. Yeah, I'll keep her S tier for now. She's definitely bottom S tier. Almost maybe want to put her A tier, but S tier. Just lower ranks, D.va absolutely destroys. Probably the second best tank. But as you move up, she is very counterable. But she still gets picked quite a bit. And for good reasons. Her Matrix defends like anything. She has 2 lives. One of the only characters with 2 lives. Might be the only character now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, the only character with 2 lives. She's just very good. Her ult is obviously one of the best in the game. She's just very good. Echo, I'm going to put Echo in A. She could almost fall under the B category that I was talking about earlier. Like, where you have to be good at her to be good. Because if you're bad, you're just not going to do anything. But I've seen a lot more Echo gameplay. And for good reason. Her balls and her beam, that combo is just deadly. You can get any DPS or support in the game. She's very good at picking. And that's a very important thing right now. Genji, I'm gonna slot Genji in B. Same thing with Doomfist. If you have a good Genji, they're gonna rip apart. And he's one of the few characters that counter Bastion. So that's mainly why he's in B. I could almost put him in C, but I'm gonna keep him in B just for the fact that he counters probably the best DPS in the game. Hanzo, I'm gonna put in A. And not because he's broken, it's just his arrow hitboxes right now. Well, not right now, since he's came out. So since this game like began, have just always been way too big, and his abilities have always been just way too good. So for that reason, like he's so like pickable, I guess is what I can say. Like he's just such an easy character to like pick up and be pretty good with. And his ult is good for like dividing the team, which can actually be very helpful. A lot of people don't like his ult, but it's very good. It's actually very good. And if you have a Zarya, then that's just the whole team dead. So Illari is gonna have to go. Now, before she got nerfed, she would be like right here. But after the nerfs, I almost want to put her A. I'm gonna put her top of A. The pylon is still very good. Just a lot of people are actually going for the pylon now. And her damage output is also not as good. Her ult is still amazing though. Being able to kill that many people being able to do that much damage as a support with your ult is kind of crazy. But really, she's more of like a DPS ult like support, which I guess is sort of meta right now. But yeah, Junker Queen, I'm gonna have to go A. Dang, we really aren't getting that many C's or D's, but that's okay. Junker Queen is very popular, and for a good reason. Like her kit, also Order. I've just forgot about Order, so we're not doing that. Junker Queen, her kit's very good. She has very good survivability. Her ult is okay. If they don't have a Kiriko, then like you're completely fine. But if they do, then I mean that's just unlucky, and you're just gonna have to switch. So your ult will actually do something. But I really like Junker Queen right now. She's in A and B are like good spots. S is like broken, and then C and below is like, yeah, like bad. Junkrat, I'm gonna have to go B. Just mainly for the lower ranks. I know as you get higher, he sucks because he just doesn't do, like, how do I put it? He has a very low skill ceiling because it does not really take skill to play Junkrat. So, you just don't, his ult is good, but it's also very, like, if you're aware, it's very breakable. And his abilities aren't crazy either. But I mean, like I said, low ranks, this little rat destroys low ranks. Kiriko is going to have to go S tier. I would personally put her below Ana and Baptiste, but I could see it going either way. She also is one of the only other characters with an immortal ability with Suzu. Her ult is an actual support ult, which I do like about her. Her damage output is crazy. Her healing output is, if you hit all the cards, then like her healing output's crazy. Yeah, she's really good. She's really good. These guys need a nerf pretty bad. D.va maybe not. Maybe just a small one. Lifeweaver, I'll give Lifeweaver B, only because most people don't play him. Most people that play him are really good. He's like a support version of Doom and Genji. Like, if you play him and you're good, then like he's super helpful. But if you don't, if you're just bad at him, like if I played Lifeweaver, I wouldn't be able to do anything. So yeah, his ult is pretty good, I guess. It's probably one of the worst support ults, but it's alright. His abilities are pretty cool. But it kind of makes you a sitting duck and draws all the attention to you, so B's a good spot. Lucio, I'm going to have to put Lucio at top of A. I almost want to put him S. I really do want to put him S, but I'll put him at A. Just because lower ranks Lucios aren't as good. But he's just such a good character. He's the only character other than Junkrat that can like speed up your team. Just with like, honestly, I'll just give him his own thing. He's the only one that can do it with a passive. Like Junkrat has to use an ability. And I mean, I guess technically Kiriko can, but she has to use an ult. And his ult is probably one of the best support ults in the game. For survivability wise at least. You could compare it to Zennyatta. His might even be better than Zenyatta's because you can survive one-shots. Yeah, his is the best, like, survivability-wise. And his healing's actually really good because it's passive, so you can just shoot people. And his boop is really fun. And, like, on certain maps, it's very good. So, yeah, Lucio is a very, almost S tier, but not quite. Mei. Okay, personally, I hate Mei, but I'm not going to let bias get into this. Mei is a B tier. Like, she is very good, but like, didn't she just get buffed though? I'll keep her in B. I don't have much to say on Mei. Like, she's just a good character overall to play, but like, she's not like busted or anything. She is. I'm not gonna let bias get to me. I really want to put her in like S, but I won't. Mercy, because I'm also doing this like in the brain of like every single rank. Like lower ranks, yeah, she's up here, but then I'd have to put Junkrat up there, and like I'd have to bring down like some of the. So I'm just doing it like overall, and overall she's not. Actually, yeah, she's A. I'm gonna put her A. She's picked quite a bit in the league. She obliterates lower like divisions. I'm gonna put her in A. Her ult's pretty good. Her damage output is crazy. She does like more damage than all other hit scans for some reason. But yeah, I'm gonna leave her A. Mercy, I'm gonna go. Dang, I want to put her C because just higher ranks, she's just not viable. But whenever I go against the Mercy, I actually hate playing her. But I'm bad though, so I'm gonna put her C. I'm gonna leave her C. Lower ranks, I will admit, she's probably the best healer to play because lower ranks are stupid. And I'm a lower rank, so trust me, I know. But like overall, she's just not that good. Same with Moira. I'm gonna put Moira in C too. Once again, lower ranks, she absolutely destroys, but she's like a worse Junkrat where she has the skill ceiling is on the floor. It's not a ceiling, it's a skill floor, dude. Like it does not get up off the floor. Like in bronze and silver, yeah, she's good, but like once you get past that, she's gonna get obliterated. Absolutely obliterated. Orisa S. There's not much else to say. She is the meta tank. Like, no other tank compares to her right now, and it's stupid, because Blizzard knows this, but they won't do anything about it. So maybe one day, and she's been good ever since release. It's actually stupid how good Orisa is for no reason. Like, her ult is very good right now. Like, last night, I was on a bridge. I forget what map it was, but I was on top of a bridge, and she was on the ground, and I couldn't see any circle, right? And it somehow just one-shot me, and I was like, okay, okay. And like sometimes you can be like out of the circle, and it'll still kill you. It's stupid. It's stupid. And we're not even talking about her abilities. That's her ult, dude. Fortify and freaking Javelin, dude, are crazy. Especially Fortify is busted right now. Pharah, I have to go see. Pharah's just not that good overall right now. She's like a worse Junkrat. She's literally just a worse Junkrat. Like, she can be annoying in lower ranks, but like I said, where this is a whole, like, every rank video. Like, just average. And average, she's not that good. She really is not that good. Ramattra is just sort of like a worse version of someone coming up. So, I personally would put Ramattra in B. Outside of, like, the big mode, he is really weak and kind of a squishy because he has no survivability. But once he's in it, and he did just get buffed. And it's a pretty big buff too. But, like, and his ult is doggone amazing. But, like, it's okay. I think he's in an alright spot. I think they should revert what they just did, but other than that, I think he's in a pretty solid spot. Reaper, God. Reaper right now is so, like, bad. And he's never really been what you say good. And Bronze, yeah, he's amazing, but, like, overall, dude, you never see any pro picking a Reaper, dude. Or, let alone, not even pro, let alone a, like, decent player picking Reaper. Just with how good supports are damage-wise, and just how good you can survive. Reaper, if Reaper goes in without his team, he's just dead, like that. Like, he's just not gonna survive. Reinhardt, I'm gonna go B as well. He's in a very similar spot to Ramattra. He's not bad, but he's not, like, good either. He's very counterable, like most of the people in B tier and below, but, like, he's not bad. His shield, if, like, a good Reinhardt is an amazing Reinhardt. And I guess that's sort of this whole rank. Other than Junkrat. Junkrat's just here because actually, I'm going to bring down Junkrat. This whole, like, rank is, like, they're good. I like where these characters are at B. And A, I like where they're at, too. They could have a small nerf, but, like, S needs nerfed immediately. D just isn't viable now because of the S tier and A tier. And then C is just alright. You know, you can use them, but you're probably not going to go very far. Roadhog, D. I don't need to explain it. Hopefully the rework does something for him. Because just the way he is now, he's just not playable. Like, he's not playable at all. Sigma. I'm going to go S tier with Sigma. He's a very meta tank right now. He's basically, this is how I think of it. Sigma's a better Ramattra in every way possible. Except maybe his ult. But, like, if you're good with Sigma's ult, it won't matter. Because it'll still do just as good as Ramatra's. So, just the rock is amazing. The shield is always good. And his damage output's great. And his range is really good, too. And, like, the orb, obviously, like, the, like, sucky graviton thing is amazing as well. Soldier, I'm gonna put, oh, where am I gonna put Soldier at? I want to put him A, but like I said, overall for average speaking, I think he's more B. I'm gonna put him A, just because he's, like, similar. He's not similar. Yeah, he's an A. He's A. He's sort of like, he reminds me of Hanzo. He's super easy to pick up. you're gonna do good with him. You could rock him all the way up until like top percentage, but he's just not gonna compete with like these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a very good character, very easy to play. Does a crap load of damage, self-sufficient, which is very important right now. His ult's amazing. Yeah. Soujurn, I'm gonna give Soujurn S. She was also one of the most picked DPS in the league for a reason, and she's also just really good in every rank. Except maybe bronze, because you probably can't really aim in bronze. So yeah, Soujurn is kind of really good right now. Not just really, she's very, very good right now. Her ult is amazing if you have aim. Her gun overall is amazing. Her abilities are eh. That is one thing that's like eh about her. But she has good movement, which means good survivability. Which means she's good. And she has an ability that makes people spread out, which is also amazing. Sombra, also S tier. After the reworks, I think she got even better. I think a lot of people were expecting her to get worse. She got better. Like, she can just go in, kill a couple, go out. But like she's even better because now Sombra players are like realizing what they could have done. Instead of just like teleporting like miles away, they're just teleporting a little bit away, grabbing a health pack or getting healed, and then going right back in. Like, she is so good right now. She might be the second best DPS. Symmetra, I'm gonna have to go C. Yeah, maybe even D. Because, like, higher ranks, dude, you are not seeing a Symmetra. It's sort of like a Junkrat Pharah situation. It's sort of like these situations. C tier is, like, low ranks are gonna thrive with these guys, but, like, as you go higher, it's just gonna get worse. Yeah, her ult isn't that good. Her turrets are very breakable and counterable. And she doesn't do crazy damage, so I'm gonna have to keep her in C. Not quite D. I'm gonna put Torb a little bit higher because he has better damage, he has better abilities, he has a better ult, and his turret is better. Torb's just a better version of Symmetra. And that's really all I have to say. Tracer. It's crazy because Tracer used to be good, but now she's just... I'll put her in B. Sort of middle of the road with these guys. Just since supports can do so much damage right now, and like only having 150 health, like you don't even need a DPS or tank to take care of a Tracer. Like your supports can take care of it. And like her ult is kind of mid right now, except for getting picks. Like if you throw it on Orisa, you're gonna do negative damage. The Orisa's gonna gain health from it. Kiriko can cleanse it. Baptiste can like throws down his field and just cancel it. D.va can matrix it. Sigma can shield it. She can run away from you. She can just go invisible. Bastion can tank in his turret form. So yeah, it's just not a very good ult right now. And her abilities are kind of wacky. Widow, B tier. She's... The thing about Widow, and this is my main, so I'm going to try and not be biased, is... She can be very good, but even like against... She's probably the most easily counterable character in the game. Like, theoretically, almost every character counters her. Like, if you do it right. Shields, you can't hit through shields. Movement, you have to be very good to hit very fast characters. So like, really the only ones you get is like Roadhog. You can kill Reapers really easy. You can kill Mercies sorta easy. You can kill Pharahs pretty easy. You can kill you can kill like C's and D's very easy. But once you get like above that, and like maybe one high tier, just because he's very slow. Like everyone in S and A right now, and even B, is going to be hard to kill. So yeah, she's very... honestly, personally, I think she's in a perfect spot right now. Because I feel like if they brought back her 200 health, then that would make her a little bit too good. But she's also too easily counterable, I feel like. But that's why I'm putting her in B. Winston can go A tier. He's very good in the current meta. Just like hopping on people and taking out. He's very good at taking out supports, I guess is what I should say. And just doing overall like AoE damage. And his ult's pretty solid. He's not crazy, but no A tier character is crazy. Like Lucio and Illari are probably the only two that I might move up, but I'll keep them in A. Ball is D tier. Ball's the only like other tank competing with Roadhog for the worst tank right now. Zarya. I'll give Zarya A tier. She's pretty solid right now. She's sort of like Winston, but like she's just not anywhere close to Orisa, D.va, or Sigma in my opinion. And then lastly, Zennyatta. I'll have to go A tier, not S tier. A tier because his ult is very good. He can do crazy damage. And he can also heal decently. But let's be real, that's not the point of support right now. The point of support is just doing as much damage as you can to kill the other team as fast as you can. Then healing your teammates after the fight. Like, that's the point of support right now. I'm gonna keep it. It's basically just 2 extra DPS. So yeah, let me know. That's gonna be the tier list for today. Let me know if you all would make any changes. I think it looks pretty good. I could change a couple, like maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.